So once you've purchased the database, let's take a close look to what it looks like. In this case, we are studying a real estate database for the United States of America, which has 1 million agents and brokers. So you really have a lot of leads to work through, and here are a couple of cool ways how to use this data. So, highlighted here in blue, you'll find the email address, and right in the front it'll be the agency name. So this particular guy, his name is Aaron Leibovitz. He works for Dan Schwartz Realty in Phoenix, Arizona, and his address is at 201 East Camelback. And his email address is bestphxrealtor@gmail, which is probably bestphoenixrealtor@gmail. That's how you would contact this individual. If you wanted to send him a mailer through the United States Postal Services, you now have access to his address, his city, his state, and zip code. If you wanted to call the individual directly, you have access to his phone number with a 602 area code, or you could fax him at this number over here. So as you can see, there are so many ways to use this data. The main thing is you now have access to 1 million different professionals, and you can start emailing them, mailing them. This is a screenshot of the Arizona real estate agents and brokers, and you will find countless different cities and neighborhoods, whether it's Chandler, Mesa, Phoenix. You can always sort your data by a city or by a region and contact them that way. You could send all the agents in a state a newsletter, a property for sale, or property that was just listed, or you can also do mailers for the entire United States, but it's absolutely endless. So let's take a look at how the real estate data is sorted. Firstly, it'll be by first name and last name, then by the agency name. That could be Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Weichert Realty. Breaks it down into all the small, medium, and large agencies. And then every single one of the million contacts has an email address, also the listed website address, as well as the physical address, which would be the street address, the city name, the US state, the zip code, and the county, and of course the country, United States. We also offer Canada real estate databases and UK real estate databases. You can also contact the people via telephone number or by their facsimile or their fax number. For those of you who are using social media websites or social networks to interact and build your database of people, this tool that you're buying right now will help you accelerate this experience. Let me just tell you that it's pretty tedious to invite in people via LinkedIn, one person at a time, or through Facebook, and you may be on any of the other social media outlets like Google+. You might even be on MySpace, or Plaxo, or High5, or Friendster. Once you have this database, you can now use that platform to import your contacts and network from there. So if you are introducing a new video, a new product, or new service, you have the attention of the people right in your social media group. So check out the tool and use it wisely, and always follow the terms and conditions that the website puts out there. So this part of the social media building can be very challenging. So let's take Facebook for instance, and I'm sure 9 out of 10 of you are on Facebook and have a personal profile and may even have a business profile. So when it comes to the business profile, it doesn't matter if you are a real estate agent, a florist, an attorney, whatever product or service you offer out there, one of the greatest challenges is to build that database of contacts, and it's very, very time consuming if you do it person by person. So by buying the database through our website, you now have the ability to contact or actually import all of those emails into your Facebook mailers, and Facebook has various ways to contact these individuals, various ways to import your email database. So take a look at that. This is a typical screenshot on Facebook. And please, at all times, follow the terms of agreement of those individual websites. We don't just encourage mass mailing. We want you to carefully look at the way the site requests how you follow their terms and conditions. But again, this is a fantastic way to build your business contact database and merge all of your new contacts in one social media outlet. This example was done for Facebook. So once you have purchased the database, there are truly many ways to use the data. So let's start off with emails. Many of you have heard of services or free services like MailChimp.com, that they allow you to pretty much import about 2,500 emails for free. If you go above that level, you pay for additional emails sent out through their services. There's also wonderful software out there by massmailsoftware.com. It's called the Atomic Sender. You may also be using Constant Contact. So once you've bought the database of information, you could literally import the emails. This one is the interface on the Atomic Suite. You could import your data there and send it out via the system. Now, you definitely want to make sure that you comply with all the spam laws and that you only use it for the right services. In this case, you have a real estate database and you will be networking from agent to agent, broker to agent, maybe escrow officers or architects, whatever the case may be. This is a fantastic tool to use once you have purchased the database. So here we have a screenshot of MailChimp.com. I personally love this website. It's so user-friendly and so easy to get going. They have pricing structures beyond 2,500 emails. I think the first 2,500 emails are for free. But MailChimp truly helps you design and create your email newsletters. It allows you to share these emailers and your newsletters on the social networks such as Facebook. And it also allows you to integrate with services you already use. And you can also track your results there, so you can see who's getting, who's not, and remove unwanted emails from your list. And it's basically like your own personal publishing platform. So check out MailChimp.com. If you want to go a couple of sizes larger and do massive mailers or bulk emailers, I would suggest looking at a website called massmailsoftware.com. If you ever want to spend money and use the database you've just bought effectively, my number one recommendation would be to go to Massmail Software. They have a product called Atom Park Suite, and it basically comprises the sender and the email generator, the manager, etc., all under one roof. Check them out. They also have a very cool little demo video that shows you step by step. So I've come across many real estate agents and brokers through the years that spend a fortune on building a website, and it really looks glamorous and fancy, and it has all the listings and it has the price and it's very, very pretty. But they seem to miss one crucial component, and it is how do you get that organic traffic, or how do you get web traffic to that site once it's completed. So in this example, we're using a Newport Beach website, and it'll show the listings, and once you have that entire infrastructure set up, you've had your designer do the layout, and you go live with your website and with your content, the very next step is to start generating traffic. And the easiest way to possibly do this is to buy a real estate database and start networking on an agent to agent or agent to broker level, so that you can start moving these properties very quickly. And again, you can use that real estate email database or that broker database in so many ways. You may want to, send weekly or monthly newsletters and update the people and let them know what's going on in your city, in your region, in your state, or whether your company has brought out new tools, or you can announce new videos, social networking, gatherings, etc., etc. There's so many ways to use the real estate email database. So how can we use the database that you've just bought to increase our Facebook likes? Well, it's very easy. So here we have an individual in Los Angeles, and she currently has 63 likes. That is very, very low. This should be in the thousands. Now that you have bought the database of over 1 million professionals, why not start networking with individuals just in the Los Angeles area? And you can get that data within your real estate database, and then you could send them a link that says, please like my page, and in return I will like your business page. So it's reciprocal liking, if you want to call that, and it makes both parties happy. So this is a fantastic way of bringing people into your Facebook community quickly and effectively. When you've purchased the real estate and broker database, you now have access to 1 million different professionals, and most of you already have a Facebook and a LinkedIn account, and these are must-haves in this industry. For example, in linkedin.com, there is a section called Contacts, and when you want to grow your group of contacts, you can either do it through your own email, whether it's Hotmail, your Gmail, your Yahoo email, whatever it may be. They also have an option called Any Email. So now that you have 1 million emails, start inviting these people in to your LinkedIn network so that you have them all under one roof. And this is specifically for real estate agents and brokers that you want to invite into your LinkedIn network. And please study their terms and conditions very, very carefully before you start sending out emails. They are specific guidelines that you have to follow, but this is indeed a very, very effective tool to grow your networks rapidly. Another fantastic way to use the database is to really tap in to the various LinkedIn groups. So you might be joining all these groups. So for example, you've joined an angel investor group or an angel real estate group, apartment network, for example, Arizona, professional networkers, Coldwell Banker people, commercial real estate people, and you can use this database then to notify people and invite them to these groups. And then also the groups that you formed yourself, you can invite these people and grow out these groups in LinkedIn. So there's many ways you can use email databases for LinkedIn groups. But again, always study the terms and conditions of that website very, very carefully. So this is a question we get asked very often. How can I use my new real estate and broker database? Well, it's easy. Firstly, you have access to 1 million professionals in the real estate and commercial real estate industry. And whether you network from a business to business level, whether you're trying to approach another agent via your agent email, or whether you are a broker and you're recruiting agents in a specific area, this database is the ideal tool to grow your business extremely fast. And whether you have a property or a rental listing, you want to obviously get it out there and share it with as many professionals in the field, and you can do this on a geographic or on a regional basis, state basis, or an entire national basis. It's the fastest way to get your property bought or sold. So once you have chosen your database and you have done the transaction online and purchased the database, you can now download the file as an Excel file or as a CSV, separated file, and it looks something like this. You'll have a whole breakdown of the agent's names, the agency's name, which agency or real estate agency that particular realtor belongs to, the address, the city they are conducting the business in, the state, the postal code, the county, their phone number, and what I think is probably the most important and crucial part of the entire database is the email, because it's a very effective and inexpensive way to get hold of a lot of people very, very quickly. Just as our databases offer you many ways and many angles to contact professionals once you buy the database, whether it's via email, via phone, via fax, or directly through the computer, you might be interacting with them on Skype, Facebook, LinkedIn. At the very same time, it's also easy to contact us. So if you have questions, please use the very same ways. Just email us and contact us, and hopefully we can answer any of your questions regarding our databases and how they can be put to use for you. Thank you. So with the database, you are buying access to over 1 million professionals, to 1 million real estate agents. Just think about that. So whether you're in California, you instantly have access to 165,000 new people. And it would take you forever, months, if not years, if you were to do it via a social network site like Facebook. So once you've bought the database, you can now immediately use these email software systems to send out emailers, newsletters, and invite the individuals into LinkedIn, to Facebook, whatever network you are part of. And it is truly the #1 real estate emailing and mailing database out there. I mean, you could even do a mail merger and send out a special, for one specific geographic region via United States Postal Services. You can use this database in so many different ways. You can access the local professionals in your city and your neighborhood. You could do a search for Miami realtors, a search for Los Angeles realtors, and then target these professionals in the way you desire. And it is probably the fastest way to share a property from agent to agent and to sell your property by getting out your listing, whether it's a real estate for sale, whether it's an apartment rental. You can now immediately send this property over to other agents who will assist you in marketing it, and you can watch your business grow immediately. So if you want buyers and sellers, this is the database to buy. Never underestimate the power of networking or internet networking, and there is no better tool out there today than buying good, solid, fresh data and then using the contact database, for example, the emails within a database, to reach your target audience or your target business group. And we believe in creating relationships and handshakes, and we do it no other way but via the internet. So once you have bought one of Monster databases, specialized databases, you can now explore the various ways that we will explain to you as to how to get in contact with these individuals, grow your internet groups, grow your social media and your networks, grow your newsletters, and network from a business to business angle, and really sell your products and services effectively and fast. So if you're looking at ways to create organic traffic and mass traffic to your website, there is no better way than to start off buying a qualified database and using the tools out there, and most of them are free, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, MailChimp. There's so many cool services out there today that are free, and you just need to know how to use them. So we wish you a wonderful journey. Please buy our database and listen to the many, many ways we now present to you as to how to grow your network of professional people. Thank you.